You. Well, may the 4th be with everyone today. Star Wars reference. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, then, well, go out and watch Star Wars, or just go on Netflix and watch Star Wars, or just do what you gotta do. But I thought that was kind of funny, so I wanted to start with it. So here we are, guys, back to, Friday, May the 4th, 2018, and it is map clearing time. We are going to start things off with the imitation game, and I think for the time being, with the awesomeness of the tribes this week, Gunboat Energy reduced critters cost for Gunboat Energy, and also with the limited Gunboat ability, the Cryo Bomb really makes for some really awesome RZCM attacks. And if anybody did actually have some time to watch Shish Kebab's video with regards to the meta and the RZCM hits, I highly recommend it. He's got some really awesome hits, and he points out like amazing strategy. So give it a go. Go check out Shish Kebab's channel and watch his RZCM hits. It's really cool. I myself have learned a few things from it. So sorry guys, making my way back to the boost here, and I think we definitely are just going to have the troop damage, the troop health, and the gunboat energy boosted and ready for some action tonight. Alright guys, let's collect that. Op reward, diamonds. Definitely want to keep those diamonds going for Mega Crab. So I think I did count the majority of my player bases and NPC bases. So I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 player bases. So that's 12 victory points. Theoretically speaking, that should put me at 1,140. What am I saying? 53. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think 11 NPC and a resource base. Sir Holly, which if I have 1,153, we add on 11 more victory points. Looks like we are getting that all the way up to 1,162 or 63 victory points. So whenever I count, I think I always undershoot or overshoot by 1 or 2 victory points. But nonetheless, guys, let's get things started with the imitation. Now, I do like having the critters show here, so we do have the HQ just kind of tucked to the right side there. So I think we're going to literally start right from the beach, and we're just going to have some fun with an army of critters. So look at that, guys. They are just pushing forward, I think, at least for the first 1, 2, 3, and if we're lucky, maybe 4 stages. We can just pull it off with the critters. Look, even like toss 2 more, and there are 3 more. Oh my god, so many critters. That is an army to be messed with, not to be messed with. I guess if you want to mess with the army of critters, then, well, let's get ready to take it on. And guess what, guys? We are sending it right back into stage 2. Alright, so I think we're going to follow the same attack plan, except this time I think I just want to clear the mines. So we're going to throw a cryo bomb right in front of that sniper, back to our critters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wow, so that's 14 critter boxes. I think we're going to be able to even get a few more in there. So that's 15. Maybe we can get one more. 15, that's 16. So that's 16 critter boxes. I mean, this is just 16. Why not make it 17? Look at that. 17 critter boxes we used on stage 2 for imitation. I mean, it's got to get to a point where it's just stupid. And I don't want to say that was stupid because that was fun. But I mean, at the same time, too, I mean, come on, that was kind of stupid. Wow. 17 critter boxes. So let's see how far we can push our luck here with the critters. I think once again, guys, we are going to play it safe and just clear the mines. And we know we hit 17 critter boxes on the last hit. I think this time we definitely will be undershooting it by at least maybe 1 or 2. I wasn't even really keeping track from the count there. But we still just have an army of critters pushing forward on imitation for Friday, May the 4th, 2018. Stage 3, we are boosted, guys. Keep in mind, it is the Masterpiece Gunboat Energy, the NP Troop Health, and the MP Troop Damage. So let's just throw a few more on there just because we can. Medkit the core. Nice. So right on, guys. So it looks like I think we still haven't gotten any intel yet. So I think Imitation is being a little stingy with us. So let's send Hammerman a little bit more. So we are on stage 4 now, guys. We are just essentially using the cryos and critters, but I think this time, oh, I accidentally threw a cryo bomb on my critters. Okay, let's draw off the troops now, because I don't want to retreat, because I don't want to lose the attack. That's the thing about Imitation. Remember, guys, you essentially have 8 attacks for 7 stages, so I know it is a lot more challenging for you lower level players. Nonetheless, don't give up. It's still pretty easy to beat Imitation with 7 consecutive attacks. I just can't believe I accidentally threw a cryo there on top of my critters. Took out probably literally over half of my critter army. No! That's alright. We still have... Let's just move the face up there so you can actually keep track of the casualty count. And look at that, guys. So far, so good. Imitation stage 4, so we weren't lucky enough just with the critters. We did get sloppy. Finger slipped. We hit a cryo and accidentally literally froze, cryogenically froze half of our critter army. Only lost 15 riflemen. We did gain a power rod out of it, so not a bad exchange. You may have taken down a few, but this is far from over. You will be defeated soon enough. Hammerman, my man, you say that every single time. I didn't even reload the troops. Oh no! That's okay. I still think we can pull this one off with just critters. So, Krusty Co-Commander, what's up, man? So happy you can pop by and join the stream. Having some fun right now with Imitation and just critters. I got sloppy on the last hit there, man. So, I think now we're just going to drop a cryo bomb here. And we're going to go nuts with the critters. And I'm hoping that this should be enough for the critters here to smash, crush, destroy all the defenses that will be in range for when the majority of the critters are attacking the core. Look at that, perfect. So I think those snipers won't even be in reach. Let's throw a few more critter boxes. I mean, this is just insane. So that's Imitation stage 5. Cryos and critters. 2 C's. That is awesome. So we crushed it there, guys. Any intel? I didn't even really pay that much attention to see. But we're going to reload again. 1 frag. Come on, that's when I missed the PSC. Dropping like 4, 5, 6 frags at a time. So we're going to reload. Still have 3 attacks. 2 stages left. So far, so good, guys. We are sending it on Imitation, stage 6. Friday, May the 4th, 2018. May the 4th be with you. Alright, so I think we are going to send the troops on this one because... No, we're not. Let's have some fun with this. So 1, 2... And we are sending the critters galore. I'm going to send Everspark with the critters just to get some additional critters in there. I think I'm also going to try to throw a hack or 2 if we can pull it off. So we just got Everspark essentially leading an army of critters. And looks like the critter count is still keeping up. So let's throw some more support in there. Stage 6, guys. Everspark and her army of critters. Yo, we are still pushing it. So far, so good, guys. Awesome. Let's throw one more critter box in there. I don't know if this is going to be enough to finish it, but let's keep pushing. Those machine guns might be a little bit of a problem. I think we're going to throw 2 boats of riflemen with the medics, because it looks like the only critter support that we are getting now is additionally just coming from Everspark. But we are going to reflare to the right here, kind of regroup them. I'm going to drop, don't you dare kill Everspark boom cannon. Awesome. So we got it. Let's drop a shock there, hold that mortar tight, and I think the riflemen will just push along the right wall, take out the remainder of these resource buildings, finish off the mortar and machine gun, and we should be able to successfully finish off this core. Boom cannon's definitely going to take out, a few of those riflemen, but that's okay. Okay, so let's bring the troops back. Medics are taking some damage. Let's keep those boys clean. So we still have a nice collection of critters, so hopefully that'll keep this boom cannon distracted long enough. But looks like the riflemen are closer. No, finally, the critters have finally reached closer to the boom cannon. Keep it distracted. Riflemen should be able to finish off with a hack. No, we didn't. Okay, not bad, guys. So we started off with an army of critters. We launched Everspark after. Ooh, I do see a large crystal and an intel. That is awesome. So we did launch Everspark, her army of critters. We threw 2 boats of riflemen with 1 of medic, and I think we still end up losing a medic. No, we didn't. Fantastic. What are the boys saying? Froggy style, need to hack those 2 rocket launchers. Goes bye-bye. That's right, we do have our op going on, guys. My task force is killing it today on Deep Cut. So we've got Machina just kind of hanging on by a thread there, waiting for the finish. And then Alamo, which looks like still pretty much full health. So depending on what still stands after we're done clearing our map, we are going to go in for hopefully a successful op hit. Last few of my live hits have not been up to par, so I definitely got to be able to start performing a little better under the pressure. Okay, so looks like stage 7 of Hammerman is packing a little bit of heat. I see a missing spot here, which makes me think that Harold here for stage 7. By the way, shout out and congrats to Harold there for being chosen for stage 7 for Hammerman this week. But he's got a big gap there, which normally is an indication that a prototype is missing. And just from that setup, it's definitely telling me that that is a damage amplifier that should be giving a heck of a boost to the surrounding defenses, the rocket launchers, machine guns, and mortars. So 3, 2, 1. Timer is letting us know that we are talking too much. It is time to send it. Let's crush it, guys. Okay, so imitation stage 7. Just wasted 3 shocks for no apparent reason. I really shouldn't have done that. Okay, so when that's going to end in a moment, let's drop that cryo bomb. That should be able to help us out by freezing those rocket launchers and clearing those mines. Okay, fantastic, guys. So far, the cryos are doing their job. Riflemen are holding out. So I want to finish off these mortars and rocket launchers, and then I want to flare the troops back. I'm going to drop a critter box first, just to distract that machine gun and cannons up front. We do have a shock launcher hiding behind the core, but that's okay, because I think 1 cryo bomb followed with 2 shocks should be enough to finish off the surrounding defenses before we finish off the core. So fantastic, guys. This is going as expected. Looks like our Zuka casualty count was only 1. Did lose a handful of riflemen, but only losing 1 Zuka on that. That's pretty impressive. I do like that. Looks like we didn't get any intel. We did get 2 frags and a crystal. Come on, guys. Supercell, that's stage 7 right there. Curses, I will find an even stronger base next week. Yeah, buddy, good luck with that. Yay! We just beat Hammerman. Ty has left the force. BRB, he is hopping. I give him like 15 or 20 minutes and he'll be back. He's probably having some fun with the Telegram app. If anybody watching does use Telegram app, and you're hopping, good chance you might stumble across Ty 206 FTW for the win. So check it out, guys. He may be doing that. Imitation is done. So let's start things off with some player bases, guys. Pretty excited for this because I know I have a couple that have been on my map for almost a full day, and I do not like that. Normally when they come in, I like to clear them out as fast as I can, but sometimes as well I do like the map to clear, so I do like my map to fill up so I can get one continuous clear, especially if I am doing a live stream. It does put on a better show when you've got more bases to attack. Alright, so I hope that doesn't really affect my VP push, but we'll see how it goes. So, 2 rocket launchers in the back there. I think I do want to kind of drop some gunboat energy on each of those. Looks like a barrage and an artillery was not enough. I don't even think I hit that second rocket launcher with the artillery. Okay, perfect. So looks like we do have 72 GBE left, and I think I'm just going to leave it at that. We're going to clear some mines. Drop our 2 boat of riflemen with Everspark. than the rest of our troops. So let's keep things moving up front with the front line of critters. We are going to throw a hack in there to keep things interesting. I think I will switch that hack up, though, to another critter box from Everspark. After watching Shish Kebabber's video with his RZCM meta, he's pretty much explaining the importance of actually having the critter box instead of the hack. I'm just really trying to remember off the top of my head right now what it exactly is, but I don't know. I definitely gonna have to go back and watch his video again, but pretty much it just has to do with just, well, essentially keeping defenses distracted while your troops do their thing. Okay, so it looks like that we're just hitting the core straight on while that... No, there we go. Finally, some of those Zukas are doing some damage. Okay, so we've just blasted right through the shield, and that should be enough to finish off the core. Awesome. So I'm going to be honest with you guys, there wasn't really much technical and technical strategy or attack plan there. Essentially, it was just gunboat energy, those 2 back rocket launchers, use a cryo bomb to clear the mines, slow down the defenses, and then just use the RZCM to push forward. But at the same time, too, guys, this really just shows you how effective this troop combo is. So it looks like we're sending it on Mars. Sending it on Mars. That'd be pretty cool if Boom Beach actually came up with like some like alternate archipelago, like some alien universe or some, I don't know, Amazon landscape, just something. I think a space base would be pretty cool. Just let's hop in a rocket ship and let's start defending the moon against Hammerman, who's trying to take over the world. Alright guys, so I think what we are going to do is we are going to work on these 2 back rocket launchers. I am never a fan of the rocket launchers running the RZCM, and looks like we did have to use barrage and 2 artillery on each rocket launcher there. So I think we are going to push in from the right side here. So we'll drop a cryo bomb. Actually, I want to drop a critter first to activate that hot pot. Perfect cryo bomb, slow things down. We are now going to drop the troops, and I actually am going to shock... Oh, my Lanta. So pretty much what just happened there is the hot pot dropped pretty much right as I shocked it. That's not what I wanted. And perfect. So we shocked early the hot pot on that one. Pretty much as it was rising, we shocked literally probably like a second or two before it went up there. So not a fan of that rocket launcher there. I do want to just regroup my troops. Ironically, my troop casualty is still at a minimal. So we are going to throw some critters there to hopefully keep those cannons, those single shot defenses distracted. Looks like we've got the shock launchers still to worry about. A few boom mines here. And I think that's it for prototypes, rocket launchers, and shock launchers. So let's regroup them. Let's keep them tight along the right wall. We're going to throw 2 more critter boxes for 2 reasons. Clear that boom mine and 2 mines. Fantastic. And hopefully just keep the rest of those boom cannons distracted. So it looks like that is enough. I am going to drop 2 critter boxes on that shield generator. Hopefully give it a little bit of a boost. We're going to throw a hack in there too, just to keep things exciting. Throw a little extra chaos into the mix. And I wonder if the critters will finish off the... Nope, troops will blast right through it. 1 more critter box on the core. And look at that, guys. Boom goes the dynamite. So that is exactly what I'm talking about. So no intel, but we did send it. 29 riflemen. Yikes, that's 29 Johnsons not going home to see Mrs. Johnson. Oh no. Alright, so let's reload, guys. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4 more player bases. Nice. VP's already from 1,139 right up to 1,143. So we're just going to pop right back into the main base right here. Stop by at the headquarters. If anybody is just joining us, hi. Welcome to the live stream, and we are only boosted 3 tonight, and it is just my 3 masterpieces: troop damage, troop health, and gunboat energy. So we are packing a little additional heat on the offense today. The RZCM is loaded, and it is Friday, May the 4th, 2018. That's right, guys. May the 4th be with you. And you, and may the 4th be with everyone. So let's rock it, guys. Let's continue to boom on and crush these bases. So it looks like we got a Chinese friend on the map tonight. So in one of my previous videos, I mentioned that whenever I come across a foreign player base, or essentially a name that I can't pronounce, most of my live streams, that's always going to be at least 1, 2, or 3. I just call him a foreigner friend. So if it's a Chinese name, he's a Chinese friend. If it's an Arabic name, he is my Arabic friend. If it is a Russian name, he is my Russian friend. So here we go, guys. Looks like we got a SEMO. I like taking these SEMOs on. So rocket launcher packing on some splash damage, and looks like we lost some Zookas. Oh, that is awful, guys. That was horrible splash damage from the rocket launchers there. So let's slow down the rocket launcher. Let's slow down the SEMO. Let's kind of zoom in on him. Look how mad he looks. That is a heavy that turned on his brothers. Shame on you. Zoom back out there, guys, and let's focus on the attack. We are going to shock those rocket launchers. I need to drop another critter box. I got some mines to worry about. I'm actually losing more Zookas than I want to admit, but we still have tons of gunboat energy, so I'm not too worried about it as long as I can manage the shocks, the cryo bombs, and the critters effectively and accordingly. I think we should still have more than enough troops to kind of push our way to the core and say, see you later, Chinese friend. So we are dropping a shock. Looks like we've just taken out the shield generator. I want to get hot pot, rocket launcher, and shock launcher in one go. Fantastic, we did. I still have enough for most likely, I think, 2 more shocks. We got Zookas pushing on the right flank and the left flank. There's not very many troops left, but this should still be enough to finish things off. Shock the shock launcher. Let's keep things exciting up front. Okay, so let's pull the troops back now, and let's get them all under one smoke, because I don't think I have much left. So let's see if we can kind of get that, 1, 2, or 3, synchronized shot. And looks like we are going to lose a medic first. Nope, we might lose a rifleman first. So, looks like 1. Might be, I think it'll be 4, 2. That's 3. Yep, 1 more, guys. And medkit the core. So, boom goes the dynamite. That was a little, ooh, we got a large crystal. I love getting those large crystals when you are not rocking that PSC. 1, 2, 3, however many you prefer. I used to rock 2 back in the day. If you were like me about a year ago and you were struggling to maintain and hold on to that power powder, then I made a pretty ballsy move where I ended up ditching 2 of my gunboat energy statues. It was just 2 not masterpieces. Yeah, right, you can't even have 2 masterpieces. It was 2 guardians, and I swapped them out for a PSC MP and a PSC guardian. And the whole point of that was to build, to conserve, and to maintain an effective stockpile of power powder. And over the span of about 6 months to a year, I successfully grew my power powder. And not only did I successfully grow my power powder, but I held on to it. And I'm in triple digits right now. I think right now I'm holding on to about 120. I know Mega Crab definitely helps as well with, giving you 1, 2 power powders a hit every now and then. But it worked is what I'm getting at. So it didn't even really affect my task force or my operational hits that much as well. So I guess essentially is what I'm getting at is when you are rocking those PSCs, the whole point is, no, they are not pointless. So for anybody out there that says that running, PSC statues are pointless, just tried Zooka soloed my first base up on Tinderbox. Right on, man. Krusty Co, that is fantastic, man. It's always awesome when you're first starting off with the AZ and you successfully pull off a solo. I know in my mini task force, the little OG boomers, I've got an officer by the name of Dwayne. He lives in the States. I don't know exactly where. To be honest, I think he's a high schooler. But nonetheless, I remember when he saw his first solo, like from the way we hit. Like, what I mean by that is we ended up bringing in a few members from the OG Boomers into the little OG Boomers. One of Savage's accounts, one of my accounts, and one of Foghat's accounts. And so there was like 3 or 4 of us, like high-level hitters in a little mini feeder task force. And we actually had about 4 or 5 members that actually just belonged to the little OG Boomers. And, we started the op, I think it was Hacksaw. And, I hit with Captain Skull, and then, Savage hit, and then Foghat hit. And, it was just like 3 consecutive solos in a row. And then another member, James, hit. He got the solo on the 4th base. And then Dwayne was just like, pretty much like, what did I just witness? And then, it told him, go back, watch our attacks. When you calculate the gunboat energy and you realize what you can effectively actually, pull off from, all Zuka operation hits, you'd be surprised with yourself. So, a lot of players, when they're not good with AZ and they're not familiar with it, they kind of stay away from it because, it is a very, very expensive skill to learn. And essentially what I mean by that, guys, is if you don't pay for Endless Reserve, okay, I pay for Endless Reserve. Call me a sucker, call me whatever, it helps my game, it helps me progress as a player, and it really helps, my boosting, clearing my maps, and then, of course, when I'm doing live streams here, there's no... Oh, sorry, that burp was just like lingering. Doing my live streams here as well, and it just really kind of makes things progress, and you can talk about it and just show things a little bit at a quicker pace. So, all Zuka hits and operations are awesome. So, right on, Krusty Co. Man, I'm so happy to hear that. What was the base, if you don't mind me asking? Like, I know the operation was Tinder, but what was the base? So, right on, man. Shout out to that. That's awesome. Hopefully after when I'm done clearing the player bases and the NPCs here, should be enough. I'm definitely going to load some All-Zuka, and we are going to crush it, man. Krusty Co, by the way, what level are you? Just curious, man. Still haven't been back to the little OG Boomers today, so I for sure have to make sure that either, somebody's left or open it up to a 25 or just, straight up boot somebody to make some room for you, bud, because I'm not sure if we... Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. Wow. That hot pot was just devastating. And there's still a shock launcher going at it, too, so let's keep these guys going. Oh, my Lanta. Okay, we're not going to get this. Okay, we're going to retreat. Because we got so sloppy there. I don't even know what happened. I think I just got caught up in the I think I just got caught up in the conversation there, Krusty Co. That's crazy, man. I got to reload and resend because we just got our butts kicked. And we should not be getting our butts kicked. We should be delivering the butt kicking. Okay, so let's focus here. He does have, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Looks like he's running 7 offense with 3 ice, with 2 of them being boosted. And an additional troop damage as well. So, we're going to drop that artillery and that barrage, and we're going to see if that's going to be enough to bring down that rocket launcher. And I don't think it is. It's not. Are we touching anything else? We are not. So we're just going to directly art it, and that should be enough to bring it down. Fantastic. So now I'm going to worry about this right side here. And then I think when I send the troops, we will just focus along the left side here, clear the mines, clear the defenses, and just kind of essentially use brute force and power to push our way right into the core. There is not a shield generator, which does make this a little bit of a cakewalk. So we just dropped a barrage on each, the shock launcher and rocket launcher. Needed an additional artillery to finish off that shock launcher. And now we've got the mines here. Doom cannon, grappler. Okay, so that's a pretty serious threat to worry about in this middle here. So I think we are going to drop the cryo bomb, 2 critter box, 2 boats of riflemen, Everspark, cryos, medics, and now these Zukas. 41 gunboat energy. That is enough for 3 shocks. So I think I'm going to shock the rocket launcher and the shock launcher in the back. Then we're going to shock the mortar and that doom cannon up front. So now we're going to drop that cryo bomb. We're going to get everything in one go. We are trying to effectively manage this gunboat energy. So once I bring down that, perfect. I want that hot pot to pop, and then I want to shock all 3. So it looks like we just missed that shock launcher, but that's okay. The troops should still be pushing forward, enough to finish it off. I just need to finish off 1, 2, and 3. Get the hot pot, get the hot pot. Fantastic. So regroup. 2 critter boxes on that MG. Let's finish it off. And that's enough. Okay, so let's throw a hack in there. Should get that MG. Keep things exciting up front. So we are creating some pretty unorganized chaos here, guys. I absolutely love it. Troop count is dropping, so I do need to ensure that the troops that I do have left here, I don't have any mortars that are going to be in range of my troops. That's good. Zukas will stay alive. We are going to drop another cryo bomb here. We're going to slow down those single shot defenses. And I think this should be enough for us to finish off the core. So fantastic, guys. 3, 2, 1, and booyashika. Boom goes the dynamite. Fantastic, guys. So looks like we just crushed it. We did kind of embarrass ourselves on the first hit there. But we pulled through and we successfully managed the second hit there. So awesome, guys. We are continuing this VP push. 10 VP up already, right back to 1,149. So looks like I've got a Nam Phong. It's Korean or some sort of Southeast Asian name there. So we got ourselves an Asian friend. And then we've just got the horde of NPC and our one player base, our one resource base. So we do have the RZCM loaded, guys. We are going to send it right on Nam Phong. Sorry, bud. We're going to crush you. And no shield generator. Cakewalk. 2 grapplers. What are you thinking, man? And where is your ice? Probably hiding in the trees, unless we actually want to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I count 7. Anything in the back? Nope, which means he's hiding ice in his trees. I think one's peeking right there. Yep. I can just see the tip of the masterpiece. That's kind of funny. Okay, so let's drop some gunboat energy and clear off some important defenses that will be a threat, such as shock launcher behind the core. We are going to drop a barrage and artillery. Hopefully that's enough to bring him down. That's not. I think we will need 2 more artillery. Come on. Perfect. Okay, so we did get that. Rocket launcher in the far corner there. That's going to be a threat. And we are touching 2 buildings. So let's see if we can kind of muster a little bit of extra splash damage here and finish off another building or 2 for some splash damage. Can we get the radar with the rocket launcher? Oh, my Lanta. That would have been nice for that 3 extra gunboat energy. So now we are sitting at 103 gunboat energy. 1 doom cannon, 1 rocket launcher, 2 rocket launcher, and a shock launcher. So let's focus on this guy now. You are touching, looks like an iron storage. So let's throw that barrage and artillery to get both. Looks like 1 more on the rocket launcher. And we're still holding on to 59 gunboat energy. So let's send it, guys. We are dropping the troops. We are throwing a cryo bomb. And it is time to finish off Mr. Nam Phong. So we're still rocking 53 gunboat energy. I am going to drop 3 critter boxes up front. I do want to create, just a little bit of a additional distraction. Kind of keep those single shot defenses distracted. Hopefully while we're keeping that grappler and those rocket launchers kind of distracted and confused as well. Okay, so we still have some mines to worry about. And I really don't care about that doom cannon yet because I'm going to try to finish it off at the end. So we're pushing forward, guys. So far, so good. We are going to shock a grappler and a shock launcher. We are managing the gunboat energy and the troop casualty count pretty effectively, if I must say so. So let's cryo bomb the cluster of defenses here, including that doom cannon, because I do want to slow it down. We do have that splash damage from it, or I'm not sure if it did go back to single shot damage. Either way, doom cannon is a threat. Hopefully the critters will keep everything else distracted up front. I do want to reflare tight along the wall here. I do have a grappler to worry about here. So let's drop a barrage. I just killed my own Zuka and a medic. Oh my, I am a horrible leader. And looks like 2 more artillery. 1 more shock. Let's keep things exciting. Let's shock that right there. Perfect. So it looks like we just essentially used our boost, our additional gunboat energy, effective gunboat energy, artillery, using artillery and using barrage to take out key defenses that will be a threat to our troops that don't have very much health. Let's say if we were running a T-Med or a Scorcher or just a Skank or anything in general with along the lines of, troops with thick and powerful armor, the mindset would kind of be the opposite. We'd be focusing that gunboat energy on boom cannons, on cannons, shock blasters, and doom cannons. Those defenses that still will be a pretty big threat to your tanks and your Scorchers. So 1,151 victory points, guys. Fantastic. Looks like we have finished off the rest of the player bases. We are going to reload the RZCM, and I think we are going to send it on some player bases. So if anybody is just joining us right now, guys, hi, SkullCrusher here. I'm SkullCrusher, and we're booming with my main account, the SkullCrusher account, clearing our map, finished off imitation to start things off, just crushed all the player bases, and now we have our NPC and our op hit still to look forward to. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and remember, may the 4th be with you. I do encourage the audience, anybody there, to say hi in the comments. I do like the audience interaction. I do think it is one of the most important parts of the live streams. If anybody does have any questions or concerns or comments or opinions, just 2 cents, whatever, throw it my way as well, and let's get things going. And it is go time for the NPC. So I don't want to destroy, because I do want to essentially take advantage of the fact I could be getting lots and lots of crystals. So we are going to use artillery on 2 sets of rocket launchers. Looks like we just killed 8 rocket launchers with 4 artillery. We are going to drop the cryo bomb and an army of critters, boat of riflemen at each end, cryos in the middle with Everspark flanking to the right, 2 boats of Zookas left, and 2 boats of Zookas right. Let's let these guys push forward. Guys, let's let these troops, we have males and females. Evening, Mr. Boulder. So happy you can tune in to the stream. Oh, I got this girl that I'm talking to popping up. That's a little embarrassing. Speaking of which, I do have my notifications turned off, which means I don't know why that is popping up. But anyways, Mr. Boulder, so happy you can join the live stream, man. How's everything going tonight? We've just crushed some some player bases, and we absolutely destroyed Hammerman. It is go time, man. I'm not sure if you are a Star Wars fan, Brian. I hope you are, but may the 4th be with you. Yeah, that's embarrassing. Notifications are turned off. I've got everything shut off, pretty much just the DU recorder and Boom Beach, which means if anybody or if anything is trying to get a hold of me, my phone should automatically block it. But for some reason, Taylor's messages are still getting through, and I'm just thinking if that's because I have her set to something like favorite or something in Facebook, but I don't know. Either way, I've got to readjust that because that's embarrassing, and it's boom time. So let's focus on what's important, and right now, guys, it's Boom Beach. Awesome, guys. So we are just sending the cryos and using the full-fledged power, taking advantage of the tribes. I love honestly like throwing a front line of critters and just having them absolutely muck and destroy everything, while at the same time, I highly doubt it. No, we got 1. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I do not even remember the last time I came close to getting 2 victory points on an NPC base. So that is, I think at this VP level now, it's just a little bit harder. But looks like we are reloading, and ooh, somebody just popped up. Player base. Madger. Well, we'll send it on you, buddy, in a second. Actually, what am I talking about? We're going to send it on you now. So, Brian, I'm not sure if you had a chance there, man, but I watched Turtle's video with regards to, him giving up on the VP push with the whole, magic accounts, I think is what he called. Oh my God, there's microwavers. I am not paying attention. We're going to reload. But anyways, That's what I thought, man. I mean, I still get it on, of course, you know, my baby account, and then, of course, on Captain Skull. But, you know, at this VP, I can't even remember the last time I got it. But what I was getting at, I was watching Turtle's video of, you know, him giving up on his VP push with the whole magic accounts, and, you know, some accounts super self-favoring some accounts over others, and just like that really got me thinking. And I was wondering if that's actually a thing, because I'll show you guys in a second, you know, my in my activity log, I guess my daily recap, my summary, and I think I'm at about 12. I think he was Turtle was calling it unique scouts, or which means I've got about 12 players actually scouting my base, which means I am, theoretically speaking, popping up on somebody's base 12 times. And yeah, Turtle took forever to finally find out there are more loopholes than he imagined. Yeah, man, like, honestly, that's essentially, like, all I'm getting at. Like, I was at work when he was actually doing the live stream, but I liked the video, and I also set it at my, set it as my, to watch later. And then when I got home from work tonight, I spent a little bit of time watching it, and just, you know, I got about, you know, 45 minutes to an hour in when I was just like, oh my god, like, you know, is he telling the truth here? Is this actually a thing? You know, when he was showing the screenshots of, you know, Ryan, the PSC Life's daily summary, you know, 137 scouts from 37 players, you know, he showed up legitimately on 37 player bases. You know, we're getting our butts kicked here. Okay, let's get back and focus on the important part, and that's booming right now. Okay, is this going to be enough for these guys just to blast through this HQ? And I highly doubt it, because I am losing troops like crazy. So it looks like I still got some Zookas in the corner there. If we still actually pull this one off, I am going to be absolutely amazed, because it looks like now the shock launcher is engaging on these Zookas. Come on, girls, push forward, push forward, push forward. Why are you still shocking the Zookas? I think we just need like one more consecutive hit. Wow! Boom goes the dynamite, man. I didn't think we were going to get that. Yeah, he was saying it's been broken for years, man, but I mean, it was just, I couldn't believe watching him, just like with how much thought like he put into that video, and he was just like, you know, this is a thing, man. So I don't know if it genuinely affects players in their VP pushes, but I mean, that got me thinking. And as to like, why the heck? Yeah, exactly, man. Boom goes the dynamite. But that got me thinking as to why, like, I can't push past this, you know, 1,163. You know, I've been following Turtle on the local leaderboard, and I didn't even notice this morning when there was like 3 or 4 other players that just like straight up jumped right by him. But I can't remember the last time that I've successfully gained like, you know, 4 or 5 VP every single day, to the point where like I've jumped like, you know, 50 or 100 victory points in, you know, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. I don't know how long it takes, but I think after I'm done clearing my map right now, I'll be at about, you know, again, 1,161 or 62. So we'll see how it goes, man. I think that player base there just helped us. I think we might push forward just a little bit more. But we are reloading. Looks like we are going to drop a cryo bomb there to use it for probably the most. I want a magic account. I want a magic account too, man. I'm telling you, Turtle straight up just started something right now with the whole magic account thing, because now that straight up got me thinking, to the point where I'm like, I got to go back and consecutively check, you know, SkullCrusher's activity log, Captain Skull's activity log, and now I'm going to be very curious as to following, you know, SkullCrusher 2S's account, because if this whole magic account is, you know, really a thing, you know, when I get to a point when, you know, I have all 3 accounts of roughly the same victory points, I highly doubt that'll ever happen, but, you know, I guess I can also compare it to members in my task force. But if this is legitimately a thing, then yeah, I hate to say it, some players are ultimately screwed and probably will never get that top spot, or at least, you know, that leaderboard spot. Like, huge shout out to Zedmot for not only not having any ice, not only for being the best player in Canada, 1,659 victory points, but globally, Zedmot's on the map, guys. I mean, that's awesome. So we got a Canadian player, Zedmot, 48 best Boom Beach player in the world, rocking 1,659 victory points, 48th spot. Absolutely insane. Huge shout out to Zedmot. That is such an insane achievement. And if we actually visit his base, Turtle did this too. I mean, Zedmot's getting huge props and shout out today on YouTube. Magic accounts would be pricey. Yes, they would, my friend. But first off, I mean, I love the fact that Zedmot has a unique base setup to the point where not only does he not run ice, but he is rocking every single... Like, he's letting all the trees grow back in. I mean, I think that's so cool because they just blend in with the island. They kind of mash in with the defenses. They give you that much additional support for hiding the mines. Zedmot's onto something here with this base setup. I'm going to continue to follow it. Any ice, but I still think that would be pretty cool just to see what kind of troops that, the numbers that Zedmot's actually taken out. So, Zedmot, if you're watching this, highly doubt it. But if you ever do get a chance to come across this stream or this part, man, share some base defense, man. I'd be so curious to see, what kind of troops you're taking out and, what kind of intel you are bringing in defensively. I know I am leading my task force right now. If we do check out my task force, SkullCrusher right there, I am third in the task force for victory points. We are definitely going to pass Yun, but 229 intel. Nobody in my task force even has... Ooh, Ty came back. That's pretty funny. Nobody in my task force even has close... Well, Yun, Mask. Okay, never mind. We got a few boys in the task force that are close to 200. But, I was the first one to crack 200 this week, and Mega Crab definitely helped. So, I know defensively for intel, I think I probably get about 6, maybe on like the super low end, and then probably about 10 to 12 on the high end. That was so cool. I just saw that Guardian finish being constructed in the corner there. Zedmot has very few raids a day. Look at his base, easy roll. So how's VP going up? I don't know, man. I mean, that's why I'm saying, like, I'm curious to see, like, these higher level, player bases, their maps, their defense. Like, I mean, work in the loopholes. I mean, I hope that's not cheating, Brian. I mean, it's not taking advantage of the system. It's just, I guess, taking advantage of what the game is essentially providing you. I mean, if I go back to my activity log, I mean, I haven't actually had, like, a solid blue defend in... I can't remember how long, but, if we do go to my activity log, I mean, if we check out this daily summary, so, I guess theoretically speaking, by, Crazy Turtle's formula, Jason, yo, man, I am so happy you can pop in and say hi in the stream, man. Jason J, man, what is up, man? Yo, I will see you at work tomorrow morning, buddy. It is going to be a fun day, but that's tomorrow, man. It's all about the Boom Beach tonight, bro. So, Jason, thank you so much for tuning in, man. I'm so happy you can show some support tonight, man. We got Jason Rednick in the chat, man. That is awesome. So... All right, guys, what was I just getting at there? Oh, yeah, so Brian, once again, going back at the daily summary there, man. So, scouted 15 times by 12 players, attacked 12 times by 12 players and rated. So I guess he said the what you have to pay attention to and what you need to focus on is the scouted by. So the scouted by, which means... I was scouted by... Okay, bot, you can get out of the way now. 1, 2, 3, thank you so much. Sorry, bot, I actually like having you. Okay, so scouted 15 times by 12 players, which essentially means, Brian, from what Crazy Turtle was saying, is that, I spawned on 12 player maps, and... I was rated by all 12 of those player maps. So I think what Crazy Turtle's formula is essentially you take the amount of times you were scouted. So, I was scouted, 15 times by 12 players, attacked 12 times by 12 players. So all unique scouts that scouted my base were 12 different players, and I spawned on 12 different player maps. All of them scouted me. Looks like one of them scouted me a couple times, and they all attacked me and they all beat me. Which means if I spawned on 12 maps He says you have a normal account. Okay, so not... Okay, damn. Looks like no magic account this time. But I think, you know, from Crazy Turtle's video from earlier, or from his live stream from earlier as well. Yeah, J-Man. Dude, that's so awesome here in the chat right now. I love this. But Brian, it's crazy. So no magic account, I guess, for SkullCrusher. Turtle seemed absolutely really upset by it, but I am actually going to keep his formula and his theory kind of in the back of my mind here. I mean, I just absolutely blown away, you know, when I saw Ryan, the PSE Life's screenshot there. I know I did say that earlier, but 37, he spawned 37 times on players' maps in one day, probably like multiple times on the same person that attacked him twice in one day. I mean, just absolutely crazy. So I think if we go back the previous 24 hours, is it going to show? Yeah, it is going to show. So looks like 1 day and 4 hours ago, Brian, it looks like we were scouted. So same thing, 12 players, man. And attacked 11 times by 11 players. So, Ryan Ryan, I got so much respect for actually Shishka Bobber, Ryan, man, those guys, like, I essentially learned my RZCM hits from them. Like, I watch their videos and I'm like, okay, I got to do that. I got to keep doing that. Like, when I first started pushing and using RZCM, honestly, it was because of Ryan and Shishka Bobber. So those guys have awesome videos. So definitely, if you are watching me and you are liking the RZCM hits I'm doing, I've got to give shout out and props to Ryan, the PSC Life, and Shishka Bobber, because I've been watching their videos and essentially I've been trying to make myself a better player through their videos. So those guys are great teachers. I highly recommend you watch their channels as well. You probably are if you're already watching me. Shishka's my favorite too, Brian. Like, and on one of his, like, he commented on the same video, or Crazy Turtle same live stream, and all-time max 2015. And he commented on Crazy Turtle's video essentially, and was just kind of like agreeing with him that, you know, this happens and that happens, and, you know, I like that he gives tips, and that, you know, even Crazy Turtle is, you know, given some serious concern with regards to you know, magic accounts and just the way Boom Beach and Supercell favorites accounts. I mean, I think that's totally messed up. I mean, I really hope it's not true, because if that is the case, you know, I myself don't want to be put in a position where I'm not going to be able to push anymore. I mean, I'm so passionate about this game. I love playing it. Sometimes I talk about it so much at work that I know I definitely annoy, you know, the people around me. But, you know, they just know how passionate I am about this game, and, you know, how much I love booming. So I'm so happy now to actually start live streaming and, you know, sharing it with the world, and, you know, meeting awesome boomers out there, you know, like Brian Bolda and, you know, Jason, man, you got to start playing Boom Beach. I'm telling you, man. So we are going to reload the troops again. And between the mines it is. So 1,156. I really... Oh, so between the mines again. So let's be technical on this attack here, guys. Let's be technical. So we've got the back rocket launcher and the back shock launcher. Gonna go mental. That is absolutely hilarious. Right on, Jason, man. Once again, so happy that you're tuning in and you're joining me and you're joining us for the live stream tonight. Okay, so we took out... I do want to shock that machine gun up front, because that is just going to tear my rifleman, and Zuka's a new one. So it looks like we've got that awesome front line of critters to keep everybody distracted. Should be able to be enough to keep the rocket launcher and the shock launcher going. Can you imagine if we actually try to count all those critters? Oh my. But now the Zukas are in position, and it's just a matter of time until boom goes the dynamite. So come on, Supercell, bless us with some intel. Reckless PK, yo, what's up, man? That is my man. Hold up. My task force, James. What's up, James? So happy you can join us, man. Just putting on a show tonight with the main account. Everybody out there watching, Reckless PK is James. He is a co-leader in my in our mini feeder attack. In our feeder task force, the little OG boomers. We're actually just gonna pause here for a second to make our way to the task force. Yeah, man, I'm so happy that you can pop in now and actually, say hi. Like I said, I don't really brag about it, and in the task force chat, because like I don't want to kind of see like I'm full of them myself. But Savage is sub to me, you're sub to me, so when I do go live, man, I'm so happy that you guys can tune in and actually say hi, man. But we're just gonna pop in for a second here to the little. Actually, I just gotta type in OG boomers, because to be honest with you guys, little OGs will turn up. Fantastic, man. So we've got OG boomers, which is our main force, and right underneath, so Krusty Co, if you're still watching, man, looks like we're still full. So we got to make some room here, or maybe open up to a 25-man force, and we'll definitely be able to make some room for you. But if we make our way to the little OG boomers here, guys, so that's my man James right there, guys. That is Reckless PK in the house. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know I was kind of like busting your balls, when you were talking about it. I was like, you got to get to 500 victory points. You got to get to 500 victory points. I guess you don't necessarily need to get to 500 victory points. I mean, we'll probably end up letting you in now, man. We've got Juan. Remember Juan Mediana? He left the little OGs and joined us at the OGs, and, he's still rocking it with us. But, guys, Reckless PK is in the house. James is here, co-leader in the little OG boomers, and this is his base here, guys. He is rocking an awesome symmetrical setup there. This guy is sending it. He's got some really good op hits too. One of my live streams, I'm definitely going to do it with the mini account, SkullCrusher 2S, so that we could showcase, the feeder task force, kind of promote that a little bit more, and, see if we can get some more members, playing Boom Beach. I think it's almost about time we open up to a 25-man force, and when we do, if you're watching these live streams, I highly recommend and encourage you join. Krusty Co-Commanders, I'm talking to you, bro. Right on, right on, right on. So let's get that face back in the corner there. We got James's base, Reckless PK in the house. Yo, man, I hear you on the no prototypes part. I'm actually only trying to run 2, and actually when this hot pot runs out, and looks like I've only got 4 days, and before you guys start saying anything, I'm only running the hot pot because I tried to beat Hammerman, and he kicked my butt this week. So running the hot pot with Hammerman is definitely a little bit challenging. So, but just going back to the weapons part, like James, just to give you, just to show you what's up here, man, like, and I want to kind of get those weapons parts into like the hundreds, man. So like, I like the fact that I'm managing it to the point where, I've got, at least more than 60 of everything, but my critical fuses, are almost right down to 60, and my power rods are almost down to 60, and at least the field capacitors up to 70. So, I definitely want to try to get this up to like 100 plus of each, and then I want to run 3 solid prototypes every single time. So I am pulling back 1 prototype, at least for the next, probably the next month or 2. I want to see how many parts I can gain. Hammerman definitely does help. Not Hammerman, sorry. War Factory. I apologize, guys. War Factory definitely does help with the parts. But there we go, guys. Running two prototypes. Only a damage amplifier and a hot pot. When hot pot runs out, I'm probably just going to run the damage amplifier for a month or 2. I want to hoard, I want to maintain, I want to grow those weapons parts to successfully be able to run 3 level 3, whatever the important prototype meta is. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. You got to be able to get people excited. You got to let them know what booming is all about. And, especially when we're in the task force and, like, we're giving you guys, like, the tips, the hints. I know you're just joining us now, but I was telling the boys earlier, or not the boys, I was telling the live stream earlier about, when we had that one op hit with Hacksaw, 4 bases, 4 hits, 4 solos. And I just remember, like, James being in the chat, just being like, pretty much like, what the heck did I just see, man? And, James, Dwayne has been growing, man. Like, I've been noticing his AZ skills have been picking up, and that guy has been putting on one heck of a show, man. So I'm so happy that Dwayne has actually been learning AZ, and he's been pulling some solos off, man. I think he's at about 2 or 3 solos with the little OGs now, which is fantastic, man. Hopefully, James just keeps pushing and growing, those skills, and, before we know it, we'll be running, Hacksaw some more, Tinder, we're nowhere near, the curtain call or choke point, but we're getting there. That's what I'm talking about, man. Keep motivating him. Keep encouraging him. Jason, my man. Only one Red Bull today, and that was actually, I think, right before I started work today. So that was like my breakfast today. The drink I'm rocking right now is actually the sparkling lemonade from work. I think Jason knows what I'm talking about. My work's got like, I think like 300s of these that they're technically expired by a couple days, so we're giving them away for free to the staff, and there's nothing wrong with them. So that's good sparkling lemonade. All right, guys. So enough with the chit chat and the chitter chatter. 1,157 victory points. And we've still got a few more player bases to send. So James, I've been rocking the Reckless PK. I've been rocking the RZCM, which is the R stands for the Rifleman, the Z stands for the Zookas, the C stands for the Cryos, and the M stands for the Medics, the RZCM. And what we're doing right now is we're just using this troop combo because now we've got the additional bonus from the tribes. What I mean by that is critters. Look at my critters. Cost me 2 GBE, so that's fully boosted. Cost me 2... Not even sponsored yet, Jason, but maybe one day. So 2 gumboed energy for critters, man. That's absolutely crazy right there. So pretty much to start things off here, we're going to have like a front line of critters. Like, you're going to lose track of how many critters are there. And now we're going to launch the troops. And there's so much going on right now. Oh, no, there's not so much going on because the critters have died. But that's okay, because we've launched the troops, we've cleared the mines, we're going to throw a hack in there to throw in some additional chaos, another cryo bomb to slow down that shock launcher. Yeah, man, that damage barrage was amazing. That was actually a really, really good call on Supercell's part to give that barrage a bonus. I mean, right now I'm loving the 50% gumboed energy bonus and like the 75% gumboed energy reduction for critters. I mean, I'm throwing critters for days, guys. You know, some places it's raining dollar bills. I mean, with SkullCrusher, it's raining critters. I mean, this is just crazy how cheap it is. I absolutely love it. So awesome, guys. We cleared that NPC base, no problem. And looks like we are going to reload. What are the boys saying in the task force? Nobody. Ty has joined back, and that's it. You got to open that up, buddy, and you got to get all the tribes. Oh, I'm only at 50% here, or 30% for GBE. I need more resources. I don't want to spend any gold because I'm pretty cheap with my gold. I want to hold as much as I can. We're back up to 350 crystals. Looks like we need 200. I need 100 more. Come on. Okay. Maybe we can do nothing. I got to beat some more bases. Okay. So looks like we are been taking advantage of 30% gumboed energy the whole entire time, right up until about 10 seconds ago when we boosted it up to 40% extra gumboed energy. So not bad, guys. And looks like I see one NPC. That's 2. James, or Reckless, you're going to love this resource base right here, man. I think I've only got the 2 more NPCs. Oh, no, we've got Geometry Wars. It does, my friend. That's why I hope you are. I think when we were... I don't want to destroy that. What am I doing? I think when we were watching or zoomed in and checked your base out earlier there, man, I'm pretty sure I did see the resource reward. So if you do still have the resource reward, right on, man. You definitely want to hold on to it. You know, kind of hoard those resources and just kind of get as much gold as you can. Like on my Captain Skull account, I actually ditched the resource reward, and right now, like, probably the biggest upgrade I still have left to do is to get all of my landing crafts to the final level. I think they're all at, you know, they can hold 25. I'm just trying to remember. I think it's level 20 or 21, whatever it is. But it's like 4 million of like each resource. And when you're not rocking resource reward, for you to get 4 million resources and successfully hold on to them, it's a little bit more harder than you think. I mean, you've got to successfully be able to like essentially clear your map in like one go and then hold on to it and then upgrade something. But then, you know, unless you're using diamonds to speed up the upgrade, you know, you are just left back in that loophole of, okay, now I've got to wait for the upgrade to finish. Okay, now I've maxed out my resources again, and now you are just a sitting duck for players to attack you and lose all your resources again. Right on, man. Reckless. That's what I'm talking about. You got to keep pushing them, okay? Keep pushing those LCs. That should actually be like one of your main focuses. So as you can see, you know, okay, so level 22 is the max level for each landing craft. And so on Captain Skull, like the base that I am talking about here, guys, let us make our way back into the task force. Dun 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 dun. So with Captain Skull, we're just going to visit right now. So this is my secondary account, guys. Yeah, Reckless, you got to understand, man, that you're going to get smashed by tanks no matter what, okay? I mean, you just have to be able to set your base up in a way where you could at least take out 1 or 2 tanks. Krusty Co. I've actually got one of the co-leaders in here right now. Reckless PK has actually joined us in the YouTube chat, and I think I was talking about it with you yesterday, Krusty Co. So I think definitely either tomorrow or the next day. I want to bring it up with Savage. He's Doomsday in the Force. He's like also one of the main OGs there. So Krusty Co, I'm going to follow back up with you tomorrow, man, because once I speak with Reckless and with Savage, I think we should be able to open up the little OGs. What's up, Reckless? So yeah, we've got a member that our viewer, Krusty Co Commanders, that actually wants to join us with the little OGs, and I'd love to get him in there, man. So we got to speak with Savage, aka Doomsday, and we got to be able to, you know, make room for Krusty Co and bring him in. You know, he wants to learn and grow with the OG boomers, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but the OG family. So I love it, man. So we definitely got to talk about this and make some room for it, man, because I'd love it if we can start something here and just, you know, keep it growing and, you know, just get everybody involved, man. You know, one big, happy, booming family, which what I just described is exactly what the Angry family is. You know, mad respect to Crazy Turtle and the Angry family. I just think it'd be a little cool if we had just, you know, a few other families in there as well. Yo, all right, guys, back to the booming here. So Reckless, man, maybe think about it a little bit more, and, you know, maybe either tomorrow, straight up, man, we'll boot somebody. I hate to say that sounds kind of savage, but it's the truth. Or, you know, we open up to 25 and we start making room. Just the only downfall with opening up to that 25-man force, guys, is you got to keep in mind the intel goes up insane to start operations. And the ops themselves, I don't know if they get harder, but just like the intel goes up. So that's why we've been just kind of keeping it at that 5-man right now. Or 5-man, I apologize. That 10-man is just because it's easy and it is effective to maintain intel. Yo, Reckless, yo, shout out, man. What's the idea, man? Let's keep things popping. Let's keep things exciting. Because I think it's almost time that we do open up. I just, like I said, I want to be able to speak things over with Savage, aka Doomsday, and I haven't been able to. I had to work 10 hours today, and when I'm at work, I try not to focus too much at Boom, because I do have a pretty hefty responsibility at my job with running the restaurant, you know, so maybe after I'm done the live stream tonight, I'll pop in with the Task Force chat, or I'll pop in with the Line app chat and talk with Savage and see if we can open up those little OG boomers to a 25-man. And if we do, Krusty Co, the next time that we live stream, or you know what the Task Force is, man, just periodically, I just keep going back and checking out the little OG boomers. And, you know, when you do notice that there is room, if we do open up, or I'm not going to say if we open up, when we open up, we will definitely have room for you, bro. So I think it's only not a matter of if, but a matter of when. I'll leave on Okra. I'm becoming a little inactive, and oh man, straight up, man, you don't have to. Just kind of make our way here for a second. Where was that last thing you just said, man? I wanna. Oh, it's gonna be at the top. I see how the chat works. Okay, so there you go, man. I'll leave on Okra. I'm becoming a little inactive, and when I'm allowed to move up to OG Boom, dude. I mean, I don't want to make you. I don't want you to kick your mini out just because you know you're inactive. But I mean, like, that's so, like, unselfish, man, and like that's so awesome to hear, you know, a player say that. So, you know, Krusty Co, if you're watching this right now, bro, and I hope you still are, you know, maybe give a respond to Reckless, you know, aka James, the co-leader in the Little OG Boomers. Just boot him. Well, straight up, Reckless, I'm not going to be able to, man, because if we make our way right back over here to... Let's just pop it. Why? There we go. And we put back in the OG Boomers. So this is live right now, guys. This is actually so cool if we're actually, you know, going through with this right now. So, just going to move the face up there. Okay, so... Krusty Co. I mean, we've got our co-leader, James. He's level 50 right there in Little OG Boomers. If you look right down here at the bottom, we've got Okra, aka Mini James. With my new phone, I don't get my... Oh, no worries, man. Either way, I still think that's so cool. So if you want to remove him, Reckless, I want to wait back and I want to hear from Krusty Co, because he has definitely shown some interest with joining us at the Little OG Boomers. So like I said, man, I don't want to have to... Reckless, I don't want to have to make you remove your mini, man. I mean, I've got mad respect for you, and I love the way you've helped us grown the Little OG Boomers to what it's at right now. Sounds good, Reckless. No worries, man. So I'm going to leave the comment section open there for a second. Actually, I will close it because if he does, it does kind of just take up a little bit of room on the screen there, which might just interfere with a little bit of the booming. So, right on, Krusty Co. So James, straight up, man, you know, we've got Krusty Co. who is wants to join us at the Little OGs. So we are live streaming with the SkullCrusher account, meaning that anything that is popping right now is with the OG Boomers. But I do want to see this live here. I don't think it will show it live. If we were actually in the Little OG Boomers right now, guys, we'd be watching it live. But as you can see, this is our feeder task force, which is a 10-man, Little OGs, and we straight up plan on opening it to a 25 once we, you know, enough of the players get high enough and we can maintain that intel count to start operations. But we've got Krusty Co Commanders right now that's going to join us live at the Little OG Boomers, and we've got James. Just going to move that face up there again, guys. We've got James, who is the co-leader in the Little OG Boomers. He's also Reckless PK in the YouTube chat right now. And he's going to remove Okra, which is his mini account. He has said that he is inactive with him. And, we're going to make room for Krusty Co. And we are going to start growing the Little OG Boomers just that much more, guys. And the OG Boomers and the Little OG Boomer family just gets that much bigger. Man, I love saying that, man. We've got something going on here, guys. I'm so excited. And I hope you are too. So, Reckless, when you have removed Okra from the Little OG Boomers, I highly recommend you pop back in the YouTube chat and you give us a heads up, bro. So that way we will let Krusty Co know that it's time to join. And after I am done the live stream tonight, guys, it's done. Oh man. Okay, Krusty Co. This is so exciting, guys. Like, I'm so happy this is happening right now. So we're just going to wait a little bit, and we're going to give Krusty Co a little bit of time to join the OG Boomers. The Little OG Boomers. And you guys are witnessing this live right now. We've got a member that, you know, I've met, you know, straight up shout out to Krusty Co Commanders through the my live streaming, and he's going to join us at the Little OG Boomers now. We are growing the OG Boomers family. Yo, that is awesome, Reckless, man. All you guys make me proud when we are booming together, man. I mean, I'm not trying to be selfish here because it is not all about me. I love entertaining and I love putting on, you know, this Boom Beach show here, guys. But what it's all about is it's all about us booming together as a unit, man. And especially when it comes to operations and the task force. I mean, yeah, okay, let's be honest. You can send a base, you can send, you know, a few players in on a few operational bases, and you can absolutely crush it and get those solos. Yeah, man. Jason, have a good night, man. I will see you at work tomorrow. So happy that you could join us in the YouTube chat tonight and give us some support on the live stream. So have a good night, Jason. I will see you tomorrow, bro. And we got the intel, guys. Fantastic. Yo, guys, it's done. Thanks, Reckless. We got Krusty Co in the YouTube chat, and we've got him in the Little OG Boomers. So... guys, I think I just have... Ooh. before I hit that resource base, we are going to make our way back into the task force. Yo, I'm going to be honest with you, James. I like Reckless better, but it is not my name, friend. James, it is. I just think Reckless sounds like, you know, a crazy, you know, gamer, man. Yo, we got Reckless in the house. But I got you, man. No worries. If it's weird, bro. James. So we got James still in the house, guys. But we are making our way to the OG Boomers. Little OG Boomers. Dun 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 dun. Look at that, guys. Looks like no defenses is in the house. So we've got Krusty Co Commanders in the little OG Boomers. This is awesome, man. Welcome to the OG family, man. I'm so happy that we can start growing this task force. And I love the base setup, man. You are straight up rocking the one single sniper tower. You are focusing on an offensive push, which is upgrading your landing crafts, being able to get those victory points, get them quick, while also upgrading your residences, you know, your resource buildings there, and focusing on the defenses last. So that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what we got to do when you're either growing an account, or even when you're just starting off. This is still a pretty smart way to play, because a lot of players do get upset that they get attacked so much. I mean, to the point where they will whine, and I'm talking like consecutively whine. I've even seen some pretty good whiners on Facebook. Like, I am a member of the Boom Beach Task Force recruitment page on Facebook. My God, that is a mouthful. James, my man, yo, it is about time that we move things up. But when we do move things up, I gotta say, you've got to be able to bring Little Okra, aka Mini James, back into the task force. Because honestly, dude, I think it is only a matter of time before, oh, those rocket launchers are going to be death for my riflemen. It's only a matter of time before we open things up to that 25-man group. And when we do, I think things are really going to start picking up. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. And the RZCM is pushing it, guys. James, that's what I'm talking about, man. And you know what? I think we've been moving together, you know, for long enough now that, you know, it's time to welcome you into the OGs and, you know, having you start grow with us, because even at your level with 400 victory points, that still plays a pretty important part in a high functioning task force, because you're still going to have operational bases that need effective mine clearing and hacking. I do assume you have Everspark and the hack ability, which means some bases, you know, we may say, okay, you know, let's send James in first so we can hack these 2 rocket launchers and clear these mines to open up the kill for the core rush on the next attack. Yo, I hear you, man. And if you think 500 is a struggle, man, you try getting to 1,200 victory points. I'm just kidding, James, but just keep pushing, bro. Just keep pushing, and keep pushing. That's what it's all about. You can't give up, man. This game is a grind, and if you give up, that means you are giving in, and you are letting... Can't attack. He's online. Come on, man. Okay, so now this is like the absolute worst part of the game, when you've got a player base on your map and you can't even attack the SOB because he is online. Jerk. No, I'm just kidding. I wonder how many people are trying to attack me right now when I'm online. So, guys, I'm going to show you a pretty exciting resource base right here. So this is Sir Holly, and I've got mad respect for Sir Holly, because me and Sir Holly have been going back and forth. Honestly, I can't even remember. It's been a year. It's been 2 years. It might even been like 2.5 years. But this is Sir Holly, and this is soon to be SkullCrusher's resource base. But this is pretty much the one active player I have on my map that still plays, that owns a resource base. What I mean by that is, I know as you progress, like some resource bases, you will not lose. What I mean by that, guys, is if we look over here, you know, I've got a level 10 resource base. I don't think I've ever lost this resource base. It's not going anywhere. It belongs to me 100%, copyright and owned. I'm kidding. I don't copyright crap, but I mean, what I'm getting at is, so like, there's no way no one's ever going to take this resource base. But I do got some level 60 resource bases, you know, over here, my resource base level 60, over here, my resource base level 60, over here, I've got a 39. That's probably not going anywhere. Another 60 over here. But these resource bases never get attacked. So keep in mind, guys, like I've been a Boom Beach player for 3 years, okay? I know this game's been out for over 4 years. I literally started like, I think a year after it came out. If I literally started right when it came out, I think my VP would be like right up with Zedmont now, maybe even higher. Probably not even higher because Zedmont's a beast and he does this stuff without any ice. So damn Zedmont, he's a good player, very good player. But what I'm getting at, guys, is like this resource base level 60, this resource base level 60, this resource base level 60, that one's 39. This resource base level 60. They do not get attacked. Those ones never get swapped out for other players. Sir Holly, on the other hand, every other day I am battling it with this guy to maintain this resource base. So what that tells me from experience, absolutely, man. I mean, Reckless, I gotta stop that. Sorry, James, we've got somebody in our task force called KJ. And KJ has a mini account called MK. It's actually called Mask Killer, but we just say MK for short. And when MK, which was KJ's mini, joined the OG Boomers, MK had like, I think it was like 250 something victory points. And our requirement at the time, I believe, was either 400 or 500. And we still let MK in just because we knew he was KJ's mini and he was going to grow and he was going to grow hard with us. So we're going to pop into the task force for a second. I'm going to show you MK. I think MK now has well over 500 victory points. And at the same time, too, I think MK is an excellent addition to our task force. So let's just kind of switch things up here for a second, guys. I am trying to make my way over to the task force. Yeah, 6 upgrades left, Krusty Cole. That's what I'm talking about, bro. And you know what? When you were booming with the little OG Boomers, when you were booming with James, when you were booming with SkullCrusher, man, when you were booming with Doomsday, when you were booming with Savage, you know, these are all guys in the little OG Boomers, man. These are straight up OGs at the game. I mean, you're going to learn from us. You are going to grow from us. And you are going to get resources. You are going to get good rewards from these operations, and then you were going to use those rewards to continuously upgrading your resources, you know, your defenses, you know, your landing crafts, sorry, not your defenses, your landing crafts, and then of course your armory. So with your armory, no defenses, aka Krusty Co-Commander, you want to be able to upgrade, you know, your Zookas, your warriors, your barrage, and your artillery. That should be your main focus. Heavies after all of that, but as the starting off new player, Zookas, Warriors, Barrage, and Artillery. That should be main focus. You want to get those upgraded because those are the troops that you're going to be using, you know, in operations and to clear players, to clear player bases, and that's what it's all about. And that's going to happen too, James. I mean, it's all part of the game. I mean, I've got these skinny fingers. Sometimes people got them fat fingers and they're messing up. But I mean, I still make mistakes where I'll use a barrage instead of a flare, or I'll critter instead of a smoke. And all it takes is that one mistake, and there goes your gunboat energy calculations. Yo, Krusty Coz knows what's up, man. Okay, guys, we are actually going to go back here. We're going to reload the Warriors with Bullet. And the reason why we're going to reload the Warriors with Bullet, because you need to use the Warriors to take out this resource base. I've done it before with the All-Zuka. Maybe you guys want to see an All-Zuka hit. I'll wait until he hits me again and I do my next live stream just to show you that Sir Holly is a pain in my butt and he continuously keeps coming back. So, we are sending the Warriors, guys. Yeah, Krusty Co, man, I hate dropping that med kit instead of a flare. See, right now, I went to drop that flare, and it just told me inactive location, which means I was a little sloppy with it. So I am going to be a little bit generous with these smokes here, because I do have so much gunboat energy, and I only need about 40 or 45 gunboat energy when the Warriors are in position. Yo, James, we'll see you later, buddy. Thank you so much for tuning in. James, aka the Reckless PK. Okay, so now we've activated the taunt. We've cryoed the rocket launchers, and like I'm just 1, 2, 3 is like 3 or 4 consecutive hits. Bring down that resource base, guys, and boom goes the dynamite. Awesome, absolutely awesome. So remember, guys, we had that player base that spawned on our map. I think it was about let's actually go back to the activity log and we'll check this one out ourselves. So we crushed the resource base. Fantastic. We are going to make our way right over here, and we're going to check the activity log in a second because I want to see exactly how long ago we did get attacked. Our Chinese friend attacked us about 6 minutes ago. He popped on our map, and he was online when we did try to attack him. Looks like he has stepped offline now. So I do still have the warriors loaded, and let's see if we can pull this one off with warriors, guys. So when you get to, 1,000 victory points or higher, I mean, by that point, you should not necessarily be a master of all troop combos, but you should be a pretty effective warrior player, all Zuka player, even T-Med and Skank player. For those that are not familiar with Skanks, Skanks are essentially Scorchers and tanks, that dual combo. Awesome. So happy we just finished off that shield generator with that barrage at the end there. 103 gunboat energy. A lot of mines in the way. And I do want to take just a quick route up the middle just to kind of use as minimal smokes as possible. So if I hit a few mines, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it because we are boosted troop health. And with that boosted troop health with the warriors, to be honest with you guys, like I'm going to hit this boom mine and this other mine. I know I'm going to lose some warriors on the boom mine, but just like even hitting those mines, it is barely scratching the warriors, guys. So when you are boosting the troop health, oh, smoke was weak, 2 more to get that gap. Okay, so now I'm going to have one shock, and probably 2 or 3 critters. So I'm going to drop the critters first. 1, 2. We will shock that hot pot and that machine gun. Looks like the timing should pop up now and should just be a quick consecutive. Boom goes the dynamite. So much going on, guys. Warriors are on fire. We're getting flamethrowered. We're getting mortared. Ah, boom goes the dynamite. Look at that ring of fire on the warriors. And I think our casualty count was at a bare minimum as well. And intel. Yes. Fantastic, guys. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And boom goes the dynamite. So we are going to return from this attack, and that was the last player base. I've got no more player bases, no more resource bases, no more NPC bases. An imitation? Yeah, see you later, bud. We kicked your butt way earlier. So looks like we started off the nightly map clearing session, guys, at 1,139 victory points. And looks like to finish things off for Friday, May the 4th, 2018. Drum roll, please. Da-da-da-da-da. May the 4th be with you. That's right, guys. Star Wars Day. Shout out. May the 4th be with you and you and you. And honestly, guys, may it be with all of you. Just may the 4th be with everyone. Happy booming. And let's just keep this going, guys. So, back to the game plan. As you can see, absolutely no more player bases, no more resource bases. We've cleared the map. We are sitting at 1,163 victory points. Looks like we've gained 39 to 49 is 10, to 59 is 20, to 63 is 24. Looks like we've successfully gained 24 victory points tonight to put us right back at 1,163 after, oh, excuse me. Oh, is that a, nope, I thought I saw something. I think this puts me right back at to what my my medal count, my victory point count was at the same time yesterday. So not too happy, but happy at the same time. It would be nice if we would be a few higher, but it is just the way she goes. So, all right, guys, I am going to load the Zukas, and I'm going to load the Zukas probably with bullet, or with brick, sorry. All right, we've got the Zukas loaded. Oh, I've got more gold. I've got more resources. With 3 million? 1 million. 1.8. I'm doing it. 250. 250! Alright, so now we're at our 50% GBE boost, and we still got 8 days left on it. Wow, alright guys, 50% more gunboat energy. That is absolutely bonkers, man. Like, that's where Crazy Turtle was right with. Is like, this is just stupid in the sense of it is just so offensively minded right now that there's no point of even running defenses. He was showing all these like global leaderboard players, and they all had like 1 ice, no ice, whatever. Can you look at, yeah, man, Krusty, we'll give, I'm going to do the op hit in a minute here, but before we do the operational hit, we will definitely take a look at your main account there, bro. Task Force is co-commanders. So, yo, we're going to check that out. We are going to check that out right now. Krusty Co. if the task force decides to load. Alrighty, man. Come on, any second now. I probably got everybody else in the house either gaming or doing something. So I do apologize for the wait right here. I am just waiting for the task force command to load, and there we go. Let's bring up the keyboard. Fantastic. So co-commanders, eh, man? We'll definitely check that out right now. Krusty Co. And you've got 2 in there. So looks like we've got co-commanders. And looks like we've got joined by request, and we are 10 out of 10 members right now. So let's take a look right there, and looks like Krusty is the main. Right on, man. You're not kidding around, are you, bud? 10-man force, 10,000 force points. That is awesome, dude. So Krusty Co is the co-leader of co-commanders, and he has just joined us at the Little OG Boomers, joining our feeder task force. And right now we're just taking a look at Krusty Co's main task force, which is the co-commanders. And for anybody interested in maybe checking it out at some point, that is the co-commanders. And we do have task force hashtag 8GRJ. CVUJ. Now that is awesome, guys. Let's take a look at Krusty's base here. So here we are live on YouTube, Krusty. We're showing it to the world, bro. Nice. I love the K setup. K for Krusty. Look at you, man. See, I'd look at that base, and then I'd realize your name, and then I'd kind of just put like 2 and 2 together, and I'd be like, yo, this guy's got a K there for Krusty. Krusty Co. That is awesome, man. Yo, can't believe that, bro. Shout out. Nice setup too. I like the corner HQs, man, because that like takes everything away from the right side right now. You know, having those machine guns around your core like that really makes the warrior assault that much more difficult unless the attacker plans on using gunboat energy to finish off those surrounding machine guns, especially those surrounding machine guns on the right of the core, because even if you dropped a shock on them when your warriors were in position, you were in straight up risk of shocking like every warrior that will be on the right side of that HQ. So, in good placement of the rocket launchers, I think you know exactly what you're doing, bro, because everything... Oh! Krusty Co. No, I'm just kidding, man. Honestly, if anything, I probably move this rocket launcher in just a little bit more, so that range can also additionally cover that HQ, because the more defenses essentially you've got covering that HQ, you've just buffed up that much more for a warrior attack. You've increased your odds and chances that much more of killing more warriors, which then the end result means intel. And when we are in a task force, I mean, let's be honest here, guys, if we're not getting the intel, what the heck are we doing? And getting that defensive intel is a great way to get additional intel. So Krusty, man, I like your base, man. I like it a lot. I think that is a fantastic setup. And the only nitpicking and the only constructive criticism that I will throw back your way, theoretically speaking right now, is this rocket launcher I would move in, probably switch it out with this cannon right here, so that way that rocket launcher will be in range of your HQ. That much more effective protecting against warrior attacks. I can imagine at 934 victory points at your level, your victory point level, Krusty, that you probably do get attacked by warriors quite often. Quite curious as to how you defend and how well you do, man. So give us a share, give us a shout out, let us know. So here we are back to the main account SkullCrusher, guys. And we've got the Zookas and Brick loaded. Make our way back into the task force. The operation looks like we've got 10 hours and 16 minutes left, and we are running Machina. So it looks like Alamo, hack rocket launcher above core, below shield gens, then rocket launcher on left. AZ cluster of 4 rocket launchers left. Hackers send troops left. I like that. So they've straight up Notch has straight up given the attack plan, and for those that are actually sending Everspark to hack, he's actually guided whatever troops they plan on sending after, because since the gunboat energy reserves will be so low, which direction to send them to either farm what they need to, or just to essentially finish off the attack proper. So, right on, Notch. I think that's awesome, man. So let's give Alamo a quick scout right now. Okay, so looks like we've got a wee bit of hacking left to do. Below shield gens and shock launcher on the left. I think they've got them all. So we can either attack Alamo, this is a guarantee win, or we can finish off Machina. And to be honest with you guys, I think we're going to finish off Machina, because I think the task force can definitely send it on the other base, and I love a good Machina hit. You know, there is only mainly T-Med and Warrior attacks. Every now and then I get diamonds and intel, killed medics. Sorry, man. And 2 war. Wow, man. Well, with tanks, you only need to kill 1 to get intel, and with warriors, unfortunately, you do need to kill, I think it's 4. 4 is the bare minimum, so which means I think you need 5. You need to kill 5 or more warriors to get intel. So, mad respect though, man. Krusty Co, I think your base setup is awesome for your main account. Like I said, the only constructive criticism that I would give you was to switch out that rocket launcher just a little bit closer to your HQ, just so you can get that additional damage from that rocket launcher to a warrior attack on your HQ. So, for Machina, we do need to switch out Brick for Bullet, guys. So that's exactly what we're going to do right now. And we are going to get the Taunt loaded. So fantastic. We do have Taunt loaded right now. Trader. Oh, my Lanta. I still got a free ticket left here. What am I waiting for? Come on, 5. Free 5. Free 5. Free 2. Still free. But I'm greedy, which means I want 1 more. Still 39 trader tickets. Come on. 5. Let's get 5. And we got 2 again. Come on. What are you doing to me here, Supercell? That's all right. On my Captain Skull account, I think I actually have about 185 or 182 trader tickets. I'm going to get that account to 200 trader tickets, and I'm going to do a live stream where we're just going to blow through everything. It's going to be a selfish, greedy trader party, and I'm going to love every trade of it. I hope you guys do too. So, let's get back to the main here. My highest VP is 956, but haven't been able to get back to that state as of lately. Don't worry, man. You will keep pushing, man. Just don't give up and keep pushing. That's the main thing you guys got to remember about this game. It is a grind. It will beat you up and it will knock you down. If you let it beat you down and you give up, then you are letting the game win, okay? You will progress. You will succeed. Just when you lose that battle, you retrain those troops. You watch your replay. You find out what you did wrong and you send it again. And you find that way to win. And that's how I've got myself up to 1,162 victory points, and I'm so happy with that. And, you know, with the help of YouTube videos as well, and following awesome YouTubers, you know, that really does kind of help a lot as well. You know, I myself have been learning a lot lately from Shishkabobber1 and Ryan the PSC Life with their RZCM hits. Fantastic, man. I highly recommend, you know, if you watch them already, awesome. If you don't, go check their channels out and watch their videos, man. Absolutely awesome Boom Beach RZCM content. So we've got another another player base on the map. Man, we're never going to get to this op. So let's just crush this player base with our Zookas and Bullet, which means this should technically put me to 1,164. Oh, you are going to learn it right after this hit right here, man. We're actually going to send I love the Machina hit, man. I don't know if you pronounce it Machina or Machina, but for the longest time, I was pronouncing it Machina, and then I actually went back and I watched a Crazy Turtle live stream, and this guy was like, all of a sudden, Machina, and then that got me thinking. I'm like, God damn, is that H silent the whole entire time? And the answer is yes. So it is not Machina, guys. It is Machina. And we are going to be sending it on Deep Cuts Machina right after this player base because it just spawned on my map, and I think that would be very rude of me if I left it untouched. So here we go, guys. We are going to directly flare that core now, and I'm just going to drop shocks. I'm not even going to worry about critters. Let's drop a med kit or 2, and the rest should be history, guys. I could have easily done this with Brick, but we did it with Bullet. And the reason why we did it with Bullet is because we are going to be hitting Machina right after. So Bullet will be needed. So I just decided to keep them. And I don't even think we lost that many. 2. We lost 2. 2 Zookas there, guys, plural. Sorry. 2 Zookas we just lost on that hit. So that's not bad at all, guys. Okay, so look at that. 1,164. Fantastic. We are boosted 3. Keep in mind, guys, we do have the troop damage. We do have the troop damage. We do have the troop health. And we do have the troop troop, what am I saying? I'm mixing all these masterpieces up. We've got the gunboat energy as well. So troop damage, troop health, and gunboat energy boosted. So we've got bullet and we've got AZ loaded. We are going to send it on Machina. Deep Cuts Machina. Krustyco, I hope you're excited for this, man, because I'm actually, before I send it, I'm going to just do a quick walk-by commentary, you know, step by step. So, the first thing that you're going to do here, or the first thing that you're going to want to do, if you are the first person attacking here, is you're going to clear all the mines. Lucky for us, we've got the cryo bomb. I think the previous attacks just dropped a cryo bomb, probably, you know, on the sniper, probably another one by the rocket launcher there, and it cleared all the mines. So, next thing is you got to keep in mind that you've got a laser, you've got mortars, you've got rocket launchers in range of the beach, a shock launcher in range of the beach. Krustyco, look at all these defenses in range of that beach, okay? So just launching troops on the beach, bro, that is suicide. You do not want to do that. What you do want to do is you want to flare land under smoke. Flare land under smoke. So what we're going to do, Krustyco, is when we start the attack and we launch the troops, we're actually going to flare land very tight left, meaning that I'm going to try to get that flare as tight as I can, pretty much where the water meets the beach right there. Okay? We'll probably start launching the troops right from this mortar over here, because I think if we calculate this correctly, we can launch the troops in 3 smokes, and that's exactly what I want to do here. I want to be able to successfully flare land my Zookas under a 3 smoke landing. Once my Zookas bunch up under the 3rd smoke, vertically, right above it, I will throw a 4th smoke, and that smoke will essentially be where the rest of the Zookas will begin to bunch and gather. From that 4th smoke, we will directly flare the 2nd sniper tower. Not the first one, the 2nd one, and we will directly flare right in front of it. And the reason for that is because that's going to be our kill spot for our Zookas. That's where we want to be able to place our Zookas to finish off that core. And lucky for us, Machina has 237 health left. This should be a walk in the park, guys. I don't want to jinx myself or screw up the attack already, but this should be a walk in the park for us. And then, as we flare in front of the 2nd sniper from the beach here, I'll be dropping smokes along the path here to cover the troops. Now, Krustyco, keep in mind that when Bullet, I repeat, when Bullet first reaches the rocket launcher and mortar here, I'm going to throw a 3 smoke pattern, and that's just going to be a, if you look at this, 1, 2, 3. I just clicked the 3 defenses to show what I'm talking about, but it's going to be a 3 smoke pattern where that first smoke will essentially be on this rocket launcher and this mortar here. Rocket launcher and mortar. And I'm also going to throw a shock there right away because I want to keep Bullet in place there. So as Bullet is shocked in place there, excuse me, my Zookas will continue to walk to the flare point. As the Zookas gather at the flare point, we will then reflare the core and activate Taunt. Bullet will be in this area with the rocket launchers and mortar. The Zookas will be in this area by the snipers, and if we reflare the core, that means Taunt's activation, these 2 machine guns and this mortar, these 4 rocket launchers, these 2 rocket launchers, this shock launchers, they will all be activating Bullet. And these rocket launchers here will be activating Bullet, and essentially the only shocks I need to worry about are going to be these rocket launchers here. Looks like that laser is out of range, and looks like that Doom Cannon will be in range. So it looks like I probably will drop 2 shocks here. 1 on these 3 rocket launchers, 1 on these 2, and if I have enough, 1 on the Doom Cannon there. So, Krustyco, I hope you're ready, man. We are sending it, okay? So this is Deep Cut. I repeat, we're going to take a look at the operation. This is Deep Cut active. We've got Machina hanging on by a thread here. We've got Zookas and Bullet loaded. We are sending it. Oh, my Lanza. There we go. Let's have it, guys. Let's have a boom goes the dynamite. So, I'm going to try to focus here a little bit more, Krustyco, because I want my attack plan to follow suit. So we first talked about dropping the tight left flare land. Perfect. So we're going to drop that first smoke by the mortar, and we're going to drop 3 boats of Zookas. 4 boats. Yes, we managed it under 4. Then I'm going to drop my next smoke. Awesome. No gap, so the Zookas will land perfect. So we've launched 8 Zookas under 3 smokes. Now we're going to launch Bullet. We're going to launch the 4th smoke. Now we will directly flare in front of that 2nd sniper, and as the troops will start going to the direction of the flare point, they will line up accordingly. So this is when I'm going to do my 3 smokes, 1, 2, 3, and reshock that mortar and Perfect. So if you look at that, we've just successfully shocked Bullet between the rocket launchers, mortar, and machine gun. Zookas continue to the kill point. Taunt activated. Reflare core. Enough for 3 shocks. 4 shocks. Boom goes the dynamite, guys. Everything will activate and hit Bullet while the Zookas finish off the core. Yes. So keep in mind, guys, that there was 233k left on that core. So essentially, it was just a quick 1 or 2 synchronized hit. But Krusty Co, honestly, man, I hope you learned something from this video. If you definitely learned something from that Machina hit, I highly encourage that you leave a like on the video, just to let me know that, you know, we're on the right path here, and I definitely keep going that way, man. So let me know what you thought there, man. So that was fantastic. What's up, Clash, man? I'm so happy that you can be joining the live stream right now. What's up, man? Krusty Co. That's what I'm talking about, man. We absolutely killed it, bro. So I hope you did learn something from that op hit there, man. We are going to go back to the replay, and we're just going to kind of watch it. But before we do, I want to see who hit Machina first. And looks like we've got Ayubatop. I'm sorry, I'm really not trying to disrespect this guy by mispronouncing his name. This is a hopper that looks like was the first one to attack Machina. So it looks like he sent Bullet on this one, Krusty Co. But essentially, I still want to kind of give you the same idea. So I talked about sending the cryo bombs to clear the mines. Looks like that's exactly what he did. Flare lands under smoke, just like SkullCrusher, or maybe SkullCrusher did just like Ayubab. He's going to drop the... Oh, so no, he flared before he threw the smoke. So you can do either or. And he did not shock because he didn't send Bullet. I prefer sending Bullet on the Machina hits. Just getting that shock in just keeps all these front defenses distracted. And to be honest with you, oh my God, he probably almost had the solo there. That was actually a really good hit by Ayubab. That was really cool, man. If you guys enjoyed that one, you know, let me know. Leave a like on the video. That is fantastic. So looks like Ayubab was the first one there, Ayutop. And looks like Machina hit number 2. Looks like everybody ignored it until... Oh, no, BTO. So looks like BTO tried to send it again with Brick. So once again, like I said, when you are hitting Machina here, I am a big fan of using Bullet. So looks like BTO did it with the 4 smoke drop. 5, 6, yeah, that's way too much gunboat energy. So by the time he gets his troops into position, he's not going to have nowhere near enough to shock everything, and it's just going to be... That was suicide. I'm so sorry, BTO. They all died. They all died. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm just having some fun with that. So, now we are going to finish things off with my hit here. This will be most likely the last to finish off the stream here, guys. But then we sent SkullCrusher in to finish off Machina, and we actually did a really, really good job here, guys. So let's actually just bring that back down to ×1. So the smoke landing was fantastic. So we did get a little bit of a gap, but it was still enough to cover all the Zookas and not worry about the surrounding defenses of, you know, to threaten us. So I am a fan of dropping that 4th smoke before I do my reflare. We reflared in front of the sniper, and just look at the way the Zookas bunch up there, guys. Like, that's what you want, because the way they bunch up like there, it keeps them tight, and then they're just going to crisscross their way through those defenses. It's important for that 3 smoke drop to shock Bullet, because you want that separation from Bullet and your Zookas, which means everything in front of Bullet and to the right of Bullet will target Bullet, and everything above Bullet will target my Zookas. And since we had enough gunboat energy to finish off the shocks, wow, a little bit of splash damage from that 1 rocket launcher, and that was enough for us to finish off Machina. So this was deep cut Machina as well, guys. So wow, I mean, 233k left on the core, but we still brought it down, guys, and boom goes the dynamite. Awesome, so awesome with that hit. I'm so happy that we were able to bring it down, because if we did fail that on the live stream, I'd probably be doing one of these. Too bad we didn't, so we won it, guys. I'm so happy with that. Absolutely fantastic. So, looks like I will be wrapping up the live stream, guys. I think we are on to Saturday, May the 5th. I still want to close things off with Tuesday, May the 4th, 2018. May the 4th be with you, and you, and you, and may the 4th be with everyone, guys. I'm so happy everybody that stopped in and said hi in the YouTube chat today. SkullCrusher will be ending the live stream. You know, we rocked it with imitation. You know, we did some player bases. We did some NPC bases. You know, we talked a little bit, you know, about Turtle and, you know, the magic accounts and and just wow, man, absolute wow. So I'm so happy with the live stream tonight. I think things went absolutely awesome. Guys, don't forget to like and leave a comment. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button too if you do enjoy the content that I am providing. The live stream will be coming to an end, guys. SkullCrusher is out. So the rest of you guys have a great night, and we will see you